Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Wednesday live session. We are so thrilled to be here today. It's another Wednesday, another day to share all with you, to share our knowledge, to educate one another, to inspire one another. And as you can see today, we are not only the two of us. Today we have a very special guest, our dear Queen Lilian Black. So she's going to be our guest today. She's going to share with us her crypto journey so far. So let us get into this. So with me, of course, is Queen Debbie from Zimbabwe. And I'm going to give it to Queen Debbie to say something before we can bring in our special guests. Go ahead, my queen.
Hello, community. Hope everyone is doing well. We are thrilled to be back again on another Wednesday, and with our beautiful powerhouse, queen of our community. So we are happy to be here. So stay tuned as we introduce to you our beautiful queen that we have in the session today.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. So, family, as you can see, if you're watching us today for the first time, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And to our dear community members, welcome to another session. So, today we have our beautiful Dr. Lillian Black, who is born in Botswana, in Africa, and she is a United States citizen. And she is a mother of two beautiful children and one adopted daughter. And she's also a grandmother. And she's a lover of crypto. Let's call her crypto citizen. Yeah, and she's also an author of the book called The Power of an Innocent Mind. So today we want to get to know more about our queen, how she got to join crypto, and her journey so far as she's continuing, and what she's all about. And also, not to mention, Queen Lilian Black is our community, one of our community leaders, who is very passionate about women empowerment, and she's one of our strong investors. So we are going to not speak too much today, so that you can hear all the good things that Queen Lilian Black has to say to you, to us, and everybody else watching us. So I'll give it back to you, Queen Debbie, as we dive in.
Thank you so much, Queen Val. As you heard from our beautiful queen, today we have our one of our powerhouse queen in our community. So today I just want to welcome our beautiful queen, Queen Lilian Black. So Queen Lilian Black, welcome to the community. We are thrilled to have you, and we're so honored to have you today, because I know you are a busy woman, but when you say you wanted to come on this live, I was so happy and I was so thrilled, and I also very honored. I feel honored. Thank you for coming. So we are going to ask, who is Lillian Black? Who is Dr. Lillian Black? Can you tell us more about yourself, my queen?
Good morning, and good afternoon, Africa. I was born and raised in Botswana. I'm an African child. I know all the struggle of African women and African children. So I came to US in 2021, and I have been living in US even though I keep going back home. But there's a saying in my language: you can take an animal from the desert, but you can never take the desert out of the animal. So growing up as a woman in Africa, I've realized that it's like women, most of the time, they are, even though it's not clearly said, but they were considered second citizens. And for some reasons, we undermine ourselves as women. We forget that we are the parents, we are the mothers, and we are the leaders of the family. We are the coordinators. And I got so much involved in women's movement because I know if a woman can be financially be independent, the whole world will be financially independent. Why am I saying that? A woman shares. When a woman has money, the first thing she does is to empower her children, is to empower her family. And she will start thinking of the community. How can I improve the community to make sure there's less crime? My children and my grandchildren can move freely without fear. A woman, when you give a woman a piece of meat, the first thing she thinks of is sharing. That is why it's my desire to see all women financially independent. I started hearing of crypto really in 2021 in the bull run. I was one of those who came late, seeing people coming, telling me they made $3 million. They make $19 million. So I became so interested because really I've been wanting to have financial freedom, and I knew no matter how much I work, I can never be a millionaire out of work. So I started following crypto and even investing in crypto. But I was always looking forward to understand more until I came across Bullrun coin. There's a beautiful lady called Sister Grace. I call her my sister. She called me and said that, Sister Lily, I know you are interested in crypto, and we have been going from one platform to another. But there's this coin called Bullrun. The developer has a very powerful ecosystem, which I want you to be part of it. And I said, Sister Grace, I'm sick and tired of all these people claiming things which they are hardly true. So she said, well, why don't you go and read about it? Go to the website. I was really not interested, but for the sake that she's my friend, I took $200 and bought the coin and sat back. Then one time, I received a call from Queen Val. She invited me to try to improve my investment, to invest with something reasonable. And I asked her a question. I said, Sister Val, why you are asking me to invest? He said, anything from 1,500 Dr. Lillian up. I said, why should I do that? Oh my God, I asked a wrong person, because she sat down and explained to me about this ecosystem. For the first time, my eyes opened wide, because I never went to read. I just assumed nothing is just a coin like other coins. What caught my mind is when she told me that this coin focused on addressing 4 major challenges within the blockchain industry. I asked her, I said, what are those? She says, liquidity. Remember how during the last bull run, the first people who sold, for example, the Shiba Inu, got the money, but those who came late, the coin has already crashed. They couldn't get anything. I said, that's true. So she said, again, the second one is education. I said, now when you say education, you are speaking my language, because knowledge is power. And she said, the third one is security. She went on and said that the last is social network. I said, if truly this coin addresses all this, then I can consider it. So I started going in to listen more about it. That is when I can say I was hooked in. So I'm not only an investor in Bullrun coin, I'm a firm believer in Bullrun coin. I'm a firm believer in its ecosystem. And I'm not only a believer, I'm also a lover of the ecosystem. And I want to say thank you, King Stephen, for doing such a wonderful job with this ecosystem.
Wow. Thank you so much, Queen Lillian. I think that also tackles my question that I wanted to ask. That when did you join Bullrun ecosystem, and why Bullrun ecosystem? What inspired you to get into Bullrun and also take your first step. I think I'll give it back to my beautiful Queen Val, to just go through some question that she wants to also ask you. Thank you so much for explaining. I really liked it when you talk about the four pillars of this ecosystem, or also of this token, which you called Bullrun, which tackles the four challenges that are in the industry. Thank you so much, my beautiful Queen.
Wow, thank you so much, Queen Lilian. You know, that is so inspiring to hear. Joining is one thing, but the experience is what really shapes the journey. And I'm so glad that you mentioned that, you know, it's all about sustainability. This is what we've been saying with Queen Debbie here. So I'm glad that our viewers, our community members, you know, are going to hear this, you know, from another person also. So thank you so much, Queen Lilian Black, for saying that. So how has your journey been so far as part of the Bullrun family since you joined, and right now? How has your journey been so far? Is it what you expected? You know, could you just please share that with not only us but also our viewers, our listeners, and other community members as well?
My journey was more than what I expected. And I'll say why. Most of the time, you want to buy a coin, you struggle, and eventually you give up because there's no one to guide you. But when I came to this one, I told Sister Grace that I've been struggling to buy this coin. I don't know how to buy it. I use this, and when I get there, I don't know whether I'm using the wrong percentage when it comes to buy. She said, don't worry about that, Queen Lilian. There's a Zoom every day. I said, what do you mean there's a Zoom every day? She said, there's a Zoom every day. There are queens there who are waiting. Just get the link, go in, they will take you through the steps, assist you in buying, and even assist you in staking. You don't have to worry. Even if you know someone who wants to buy, you will just give them the link of the Zoom. It's like the customer service, which is always available. I said, are they trustworthy? She said, more than trustworthy. They will take you through the steps. They are not interested in your seed phrase or so on. No, they are just going to take you steps of how to buy and make sure you buy without any challenge, and also help you to stake. And I went in, and just like she said, I think within 5 minutes I was finished. I said, wow, this is beyond the word customer service. And I was new by then, but the kind of customer service I got from the sisters, the queens which were there, was so wonderful. They were so patient with me. Even when I miss a step, they'll say, no, my queen, it's okay. You are doing very well. Just go back and click here. So I can tell people that, you know, it doesn't matter whether you know crypto or you don't know crypto. There are people there always ready to help you, to take you through every step. To me, that was point number one where I was hooked in. Second thing, there are more than one meetings in a week where they encourage. They do not only encourage, they educate, and also they motivate. And that was beautiful. I thought I was now already in the land of Canaan before I attended King Stephen's his meetings. The developer himself of the coin, which I have never had a meeting with a developer of a coin. We always talk to the content creators or social media influencers. But this one, the developer himself comes and give you step by step. What does the coin mean? Where is he going? What does he see? And if there's something new in the news, he will come and explain to you those news so that you understand exactly what does this news mean to the crypto world, and what does they mean? What do they mean to our own coin, the Bullrun? When I talk of Bullrun, I'm not talking of only Bullrun. There are three coins in this ecosystem. There's Bullrun, and there's Killer Whale, and there's also survivor coins. So when he comes and explains this passionately, you know, he will educate us and speak in a language which Even a person who just did primary school is not really educated. They understand what he's saying. So that was, to me, I haven't seen anything like that. That is when I knew now I made up my mind that this is my crypto home. And this ecosystem of Bullrun, from now on out, I'll call it home. I believe
Wow.
I have answered your question.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, my queen. Uh, knowing what you have at that exact time, it really matters, because it also not only helps you to focus on why you're there, but it also helps you to have a vision of what you want. So I'm really glad that you got that with the Bullrun.life ecosystem. So I know you've had, like you said, you joined crypto in 2021. I know you've had experience with other platforms, maybe other ecosystem, maybe
Yeah.
other cryptocurrencies before you joined Bullrun community. So looking back at other ecosystems or other projects you've been part of, how would you compare the experiences you had then with the experiences you're having now? That or maybe the experiences with what you found here at Bullrun.life ecosystem. Maybe that would also help somebody to understand, because you see, like we normally say, it's not when you come in, but it's what you buy, understanding the value of what you're holding at that particular moment. So looking at the ecosystems that you've been with, or other projects, and then looking at the experience you've now had, that you've explained with us now about with the Bullrun.life ecosystem, how would you compare those experiences, or what stands out more for you?
Um, there are few things which stands out. But first is the liquidity. As we all know that liquidity is the bloodline for an ecosystem.
Absolutely.
Holders here, they will enjoy USDC distribution throughout. Let me explain for the viewers who don't understand. Let's say I bought about 50 Bullrun coins, and during the time as the Bullrun start kicking, and now the coins start growing, my coins, since I've staked them, they'll be generating USDC. And instead of cashing out my coins, I'm not cashing up my coins. I'll just be cashing that USDC, which is generated by my stake, which
Okay.
means my coins are not going to crash. What I've invested, it will continue staying in the same level and growing in the same level. Chances of this coin growing up to $1,000 during the bull run is very, very high, because you don't have to cash your coins. You just cash the interest coming from your stake. Most of the time, the coins crashes because the moment the bull run hits on, everybody's dumping their coins. With the bull run coins, chances of dumping is very rare, except for a fool who don't understand, or for an ignorant person who never attended the Zoom, who never bothered to go into the website and learn how this coin works. To me, that was the number one thing. And the second one, yes, other coins, they do have the banning system, but BRL also have the banning system. And not only that, this coin started with only with 1 million coins on distribution. So as it continues banning, we are already at lower than 900, which means the more people buy, the more it bans. The more people sell, the more it bans. To me, that's a win-win. Because as the coin is banning, it's reducing, its value is increasing because it's becoming rare. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you so much, my queen. Though, those are some of the things that, like we always say, sustainability, there is no need for you now. I mean, community and anybody watching us today, I hope that you now understand when we normally say that it's not just about buying crypto, it's not just about accumulating, but what are you accumulating? The
Yeah.
coin that you are buying, what is it going to do for you? Is it going to be
Yes.
working for you? Is it going to be adding value, or you're just buying to hold? Like we normally say with Queen Debbie, gone are the days when we just used to buy and accumulate and sell when the price goes up. The
Mm.
blockchain is the future, and it's high time for us to accumulate more of sustainability, more of efficiency, not just coins filling your
Mm.
bags and all that. So thank you so much for the detailed answers that you gave to us. And I'm going to give it back to my Queen Debbie to continue with the next part.
Okay. Okay. You were
You,
muted.
oh, so sorry. So sorry about that. I was saying, I really hope that I got an answer from my Queen Lilian, and I was saying that I really hope that our viewers now really understand what it means, because like we normally say with Queen Debbie, it's not just about buying and accumulating coins that have no value, because
Mm.
the blockchain is the future, and it's high time that we buy more, we concentrate more on sustainability, more on efficiency. And
Mm.
is your money, just look at, the coin that you're holding, is it working for you? Is it
Mhm.
giving you something, or you're just holding tokens or coins with no value? So I'm really happy on how you explained, my queen. Thank you so much. And at this point, I'm going to give it back to my Queen Debbie to continue with the next part.
Thank you so much, Queen Val. I just want to also thank you, Queen Lillian. You know the way you are talking about the ecosystem. You are one of the student. Actually, I'm seeing the student of our King Steve. He has been
Mm.
doing an amazing things in the ecosystem for all
Mm.
of us to know what we know today. I can see you are really one of the students. So I'm going to talk to ask you questions regarding the vision and expectation of the future, right? So first of all, as an investor, what are you expecting in the for the future, especially with Bullrun? What's your expectations personally? Maybe you just have to go through maybe your expectation for from today or going onwards, or in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, especially also if you can also tackle especially women in crypto. What do you think? What's your expectations as a woman in cryptocurrency, and also for others women in cryptocurrency? Maybe you can also tackle that also.
Debbie, as a Christian, I always prefer everything to the Word of God. The Word of God says that a good man shall leave inheritance for his generation to come. When you leave the world, you don't leave your children struggling in the streets. And when I look at Bull Run, it answers that, it fitted that. Because with the kind of ecosystem where I'll only be getting out the interest done made from my staking. Even when it comes to a time when I leave this world, my children will continue eating. And when it comes to the time when my children leave this world, my great grandchildren and my great grandchildren will continue eating. So I look at it, it's not for me to say I'm going to cash my coins. It will be a cry. But I'm looking at it and the fact that once now my staking is generating for me the staking, the more the coin grows, the more my family is stable.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward for this life where I call it a life of abundance with this coin. I can't ask for more because, to be honest, like I said, the liquidity is a bloodline of an ecosystem. So how strong is the bloodline? How strong is your father's bloodline? In this one, I can comfortably say that it's not only strong, it's powerful. So I'm looking forward to this. And I can sincerely say to whoever is listening to this communication that I'm not here to sell. I'm here to share the good news. Thank you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you so much, Queen Lilian. I really liked it, your projection about the future of your generation. I think this is all we need to be doing right now, because we need to look at the generation to come. We are not here to just live and let our generation also die in the same poverty that we are coming from. And we are here to build. I really like the way you have explained how you already projected for that generation that is going to come, and saying, I'm not here to sell. That's a big statement for a person to tell you. And also, I know you are here to enjoy your USDC rewards, and selling it will be just a waste of everything. So yeah, so I'll give it back to my queen so that she just ask you about women empowerment, because I hear you are so much into women empowerment and financial freedom. So I'll give it back to my beautiful queen to go through for that.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. That was so inspiring, And Queen Lilian, I know women empowerment, just like you said, it's something that is close to your heart. You really want women, and you said when you started, you're talking about how women are the pillars. We are the pillars, but then when it's looked at the society, we are like the second citizens. But then you realize that when there is no woman in the family, it's kind of shaky. So, and I know that there are so many women who are looking up to you. And so what message do you have for women in our community and even at large when it comes to taking charge of their financial future? Because you know that right now, as we are here, we all have a goal, and that is, financial freedom. So what message do you have for women in our community and any woman listening to you today when it comes to taking charge of their financial future?
Queens, there's a saying, bird of the same feathers flies together. What is more important? Who are you hanging around with? Who are you listening to? Many times we choose wrong people. If you really want to be financially independent, are you hanging around with those people who worship their 9-to-5 jobs? Who believes in paycheck? Or are you hanging around with people who are dreamers and they are following the path to achieve their dreams?
Yeah.
You can't be investing in crypto and yet you are hanging around with people who are not interested even in learning about crypto, who are just interested in their daily jobs.
True.
Because if you do that, one, you are going to confuse yourself. You need to go to people who will empower you. People, when you call them and you tell them, oh, because in this world, in this journey and in this world, we are forever learning. You can never know it all. Every day, you are learning something. But you have to have that person who, if you don't understand something or something about the news, if you are not yet, if Dr. Stephen is not yet out to educate us, you must have that person you can call to and say, hey, Sister Grace, what do they mean by this? Why are people excited? Oh, why are people talking about the rate cards? How does it affect us? It's just for the rate cards. How does it affect crypto? When you ask a person who is also interested in that journey, who is also learning, she'll be able to explain to you that, oh no, it means this. This is how the red cards can end up triggering the bull run. This is how the crypto society can benefit from the bull run. But if You are hanging around people who are not interested in crypto, who are just interested in 9 to 5 job. What are they going to say to you? Nothing which will benefit you. And two, the disadvantage, if you are an investor in crypto, of hanging around with people who are not investors. These are the same people who tomorrow, after you make it, they will plan with your enemies to come and rob you of what you have worked hard for. Because now, what develops is the spirit of envy, spirit of jealousy. And it's all your fault because you hang around with wrong people. Be careful who you bring into your privacy. Be careful who you bring into your financial world. And be careful who you share your seed phrase with. Be careful who you talk to about your investment. Be careful who you hang around with. Choose the right people who will motivate you to become even a better person in the field you have chosen. And as women, there's a saying in the word of God that we should always seek the wisdom of God, not the wisdom of this world. The wisdom of God might sound stupid, but at the end, may sound foolish to you, but at the end is the best wisdom you can choose. So women, this is our season. This is our time. This is the time where we are no longer afraid, because some men, not all, some husbands, not all, when they become rich, the first thing they think of is that mistress they've been wanting to go and spoil. What they're going to buy, which car they're going to buy for their mistress, how many mistresses they can have because they have more than enough. But you as a wife, if really you are brought up the way we were brought up, when you have money, the first thing is, how can I develop my family? How can I develop my community? How best can I make sure that our community is safe and secure? So as we go into this new season, which is a season of abundance, let's not forget who we are in the society. We are also the pillars of our governments. We are also the pillars of our nations. So I'll leave you with the word that be careful who you hang around with. Birds of the same feathers fly together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my queen. That was so deep. You know, as women, we should also focus on our financial freedom. So, at this point, I'm going to give it to Queen Debbie to continue with the next part.
Wow, that was so powerful, Queen Lilian Black. That was so powerful. How you have explained about association. I think association is really, really the biggest drive for us, even as an individual or as women. Women, we associate with a lot of people. I
Yeah.
really liked it, the way you tackled the way we should associate with people. I love it. Thank you so much. That was so powerful. So still in that women empowerment, I've realized in the community we still have women who are still hesitant to get into cryptocurrency. What is your advice? What can you tell the women who are still very hesitant to get into cryptocurrency, or those who are still afraid to get into cryptocurrency or to take their first steps into this industry or into this space, what is your advice to them, or how can you help them? Let's say someone is here for the first time, but they are still afraid and hesitant to come in cryptocurrency. How can you help them? How can you advise them as a queen who has been there for them to overcome their fear?
What I can say is that the world is moving forward, not backwards. In the old days, we were using the method called bartering. If you need a bag of rice and you have maybe let's say you have in your house, you have chickens, you'll catch 2 chickens and go to the person with rice and say, listen, can we exchange? I need a bag of rice. And he will say, what do you have to give in return? You give them your chickens and you take a bag of rice. Then we moved from that. We got to where now it was gold and silver. Even by then, the first time it was the rough gold, where when you need something, you will take the rough silver to somebody to buy. And if it's something more valuable, you take the gold. Then we move from that one now to the silver coins and gold coins. Those were our currencies all over the world. And as we continue, now we move to the fiat money, where now is dollars, euros, pulas, rands. That's what we are using. And I would like to say that we are now moving from that to what many call it internet money, which is crypto. If you have been following the news in the Congress, they've been bringing one bill after another to approving the crypto system. I will say, do not be left behind. As the banks are going in, the countries are going in, big companies are going in, Wall Street has already gone in. The bull run we are about to experiment this season is bigger than any bull run you will ever and you have ever experimented. I will call it the king of the bull runs. And if you miss this time, the same coins now people are buying with so many zeros. After the bull run, when your eyes opens up and you try to buy, you'll find that that same coin, which right now, if you go and buy survivor with $10, you'll come with millions of survivors. But after the bull run, or if you now go and buy Shiba Inu with $10, you'll come with million or even 900 and something Shiba Inus. But after this bull run, you might be buying that coin for $500 each, which majority of the people on earth, they can't afford that. So you'll be buying a fraction. It's not too late. Don't be left behind. You know, if right now you have $20 in you, one thing I can give you assurance of is that next week when you check that $20, you will have already used it, and most of the time you can't even account for what you have used it for. But if you take that coin, that $20 now, and take your first step and purchase your first coin. When the bull run comes, you are also waiting. Who knows? That $20 might end up giving you 2 million, might end up giving you 200,000. So I would like to encourage you that please do yourself a favor. Do not wait until it is too late. The world is moving forward, not backwards. We are now getting into the era of crypto. Already, we saw the bill has been passed, where now all the stable coins are considered cash. What are you waiting for? Why are you not securing a space for you before it's too late? You know, Queens, what really hurt me the most, I can't remember where I was reading this, but a few weeks ago, they were giving an estimation of the percentage of people who are active in crypto in the whole world. Do you know it was 1%?
Wow.
1%.
Mm.
Regardless that they see the news, they talk to people who are in crypto, people are relaxed. That can tell you if now all the world and the banks are coming into crypto, and those who are in crypto are going to benefit so much and become millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires. It shows you a number of people who will still be poor in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it is the time for us to educate as much as possible. This is not the time to say, oh, I'll be shining, I'll be the only one rich in this area. No. If you are the only one rich in your area, they'll come and hunt you down. Same people you didn't educate. Once they realize you are rich, they'll come and look for you in order to rob you, kill you, or even kidnap you or kidnap your loved ones. So if you really want peace, go out. Educate as many people as possible. Educate your church members, educate your co-workers, educate your neighbors, educate people you meet on your bus ride. Literally educate everyone, because you'll be building a safer world. The more people have something to eat, the less crimes we'll have. This is not about monopolizing your position. No. This is about the future of your generation, your own future. Let's go out, especially we Africans. We came from a place where many people are struggling. Money is moving in circles among few elect, especially those who came into the governments in senior positions. We stand a chance of changing that. And the only way we can change it is through crypto. We can make money and go and improve and change all that. Money talks, whether you like it or not. I know by the word of God says that money is the root of all evil. But at the same time, don't forget, the same money cried to God and said, we are in the hands of the abusers, the wicked ones. And the same word of God says that the voice of a poor man is never heard, but the voice of a rich person is heard. So sometimes when we want to use an excuse for poverty, we'll try to quote the word of God. No. We have to read the whole word of God and understand what it says. We stand a chance of improving the nations, even correcting the churches where nowadays when we go to church, the message is about prosperity. It's no longer teaching the message of God. You know, in the old days in the Bibles, the money which was given to church, it was used to support the poor, the widows, and the ministers. But now it goes only to the ministers. Instead, the minister will even encourage a widow to bring the husband left for them, and say, if you come and if you really believe in God, bring all that inheritance and give it to me. God will like it and will bring miracle money to you. And they do that. You know why? Because you hang around the wrong people. But if we take this money and remember that the word of God says, to whom much is given, more is expected. And we go out there to change the world. The next people to come and also make money, they will remember what we did during the time we had the money. Don't listen to your family who will say, oh, no, 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 keep that money for us. The government will use that and eat it. No, there are many ways you can help without giving that man to one individual who will put it into their pockets. So let's come and invest before it's too late. Be that person who brings hope to your society, to your government, to your neighbor, to your family, to your generations to come. Tell yourself that I'm going to make a change. I am going to improve the living standard of my family. And if God blesses me more, I'm going to improve the living standard of my neighborhood. And if He blesses me more, I'm going to improve the living standard of my nation. As a woman, we owe this to our generations to come. If you are afraid, I'll say that, then take a chance. You know, when I came, the first time I bought Bullrun, that was in December. It was 91 cents. And like any other person, I made a stupid mistake. I bought for 200 and went and said it's already high, it's a waste of time. By the time I attended the meeting, it was already at $4. That's when I woke up and I ran. I looked for $2,000 bought, look for $2,000 bought, because now I realized that with or without me, this boat is moving. The plane is taking off. It doesn't care whether Dr. Lillian Black is in or not.
Yeah.
I'm the only one going to be left behind. So, and when I listen to the message and the education, then I realized that the possibility of this coin going to $1,000 within the first week of the bull run is very, very, very high. So which means even if I buy it for $10 a coin, it's still nothing. I'll still benefit more. Even if I buy it $100 a coin, I'll still benefit more. That is when I told myself that every week I get paid, I'll put something small and increase my coins. What am I saying to you, listeners? It's not too late.
Absolutely.
It's never too late. This is the time for you to move. This is the time for you to make a stand. This is the chance for you to change the lives of your loved ones. This is the time for you to invest for your children and your grandchildren to come. It doesn't matter whether you are 18 or you are 20. You are still going to be a parent and you are still going to be a grandparent. This is the time to position yourself. Thank you, Queens.
Wow, that was powerful, Queen. I like it the way you started it, telling us how in later days, where people they used to exchange things and how now things are evolving. Thank you for that. And I really like the second thing that with or without us, this train is moving. So you need to take an action. You need to take action, Queens, our viewers. You need to take action now and now. with or without us, the train is going. So leave fear alone. So
Yeah.
leave fear alone. Thank you so much, Queen Blake, for that. I'll give time to my beautiful queen. Queen Val, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. Yeah, it's very true. By the time you're still seated there, and the fear is creeping in, people are moving, people are waking up. So
Yeah.
you really have to take the chance, because you see everything is a risk. Everything
Mm.
is a risk. Giving birth is a risk. Starting a business is a risk, and you can't just sit and fold your arms and say, "Oh, I'm not going to test. Oh, I'm afraid. Oh, my money, I don't understand." You really have to. If you want something, you go for it. Just like when you started your small business, and now it has grown. Just like when because you see, even taking your child to school is also a risk, because you don't know whether they're going to come back in the evening or not. So, but then, because of the power, you know you really want them to get education. So that's why that is the force that pushes you. So you also have to do that with your finances, because, like it or not, the financial world is evolving, and if you don't pounce on it early enough, you're going to be forced to adapt into it. And by the time you're being forced, just know that everything is now a mess and crazy. So
True.
yeah. So you really have to take on. So I had Queen Lilian Black mention before I ask you the next question. I had you mention Survivor, and maybe this is also a good opportunity, because there's somebody might be there, trying to understand what is Survivor. I had Queen Lilian Black mention Survivor. What is this Survivor? And maybe Queen Lilian Black can just tell us. People should know that we not only have Bullrun token. You see, Bullrun token is our main token. Yeah, it was the very first one launched. But now that Dr. Lillian mentioned Survivor, maybe she can also take this chance and talk about Killer Well, so people can understand what is this Survivor, and what does Survivor mean to you as an investor, or rather as a queen in the Bullrun.life ecosystem.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Queen Van. Bull Run ecosystem has 3 coins. The first coin is the Bull Run coin, which is already at $3 something, if I'm right, because it's moving all the time. So, and the next one is Survivor, and the third one is Killer Whale. These coins, they are under the Ethereum network. And right now, as we talk of the Ethereum network, we are talking about, if many of you know that all these big companies are are investing in Ethereum. And as they are busy pouring billions and trillions into Ethereum, we remember how the last bull run 2021 came in. You wake up and you find that all the coins have shoot up. Some people find the millions and millions in that wallet. Some found thousands and hundreds of thousands in their wallets. So when the Ethereum kicks up, these coins which are also in that network, they'll also rise. So you might say that, Dr. Lillian, if I have only $10, if I try to buy the Bull Run coin, I'm only going to have 3 coins. I'm so discouraged. I'll tell you one thing. If you want number, you can still buy Survivor. You can still buy Killer Whale. They are still very affordable with about 4 zeros to 5 zeros. When you take $10 and buy Survivor, you will come with probably even $1 million plus. Same thing when you buy Killer Whale, you'll come with $1 million plus. And this is the time for you to position yourself, because when the bull run comes, let's say that these coins will also drop the zeros and become $1. It means that you already have over $1 million in your pocket. And Queens, what I love more about this is that we people who originate from Africa, or people who are in Africa, even the people who are in the islands, you'll find that For example, the country where I come from, one pula now is equal, I mean, $1 is now equals to 13 to 14 pula. So if you have $1 million, you literally have $14 million pula. What can you do with a 14 million pula? You can go into a gated, secured community and buy yourself a house worth from 2 million to 5 million. Where you know, because it's a gated community, your children, your family sleep at peace without you having to worry about people coming to rob you at night while you are sleeping. With that, you can buy yourself a brand new car, which you don't have to worry about having a breakdown on the road and you end up being robbed, or even worse, there are still people who believe in ritual, killing people to make themselves successful, and they take advantage of you during the breakdown and kill you. That $1 million you made with that $10 can bring security for you and your family. But to be honest with you, when you use $10, it won't make a difference to your budget. When you take $20 and say, I'm buying $10 for Ethereum, $10 killer whale, your budget is not going to be affected no matter what. You haven't lost. Even in Botswana, we are talking about probably $350, 350 pula to 300 pula. Yet, you know you have secured a spot for yourself. These coins, they have been developed in a way that eventually, don't be surprised in the coming year when they are now, each coin is $100. And you left it while you can still afford it. We lost it when Bitcoin started. I personally was invited when it was 0.01, which means it was 1 cent. I got discouraged because the people who were trying to recruit me in it, I tried to go in, they will ask one money to be a member of that society. You go in, then they ask you another one money to pay for to have an access. Eventually, I realized that this is money game. I will never have the coins. And I gave up. But some people who stood a chance of buying, they didn't buy. Because they said crypto. What is crypto? Nobody. And remember, Bitcoin was the first crypto coin to be done. We all lost it. Now you have coins where you don't have to pay for the information. And you have coins where you don't have to pay somebody to help you to obtain it. You have a coin where they're saying that we don't care if you don't know, you don't even own a wallet. We will teach you how to upload and own your own wallet. We are there to hold your hand, to take you through step by step until you also own a wallet and you own your own coin. Where have you had that? Where have you had that in your life? I can say so far, only one person gave birth to this, for this impossible help, King Stephen. When I go to bed, I pray for this developer. He gave birth to a bigger dream, a dream of helping nations and helping the motherless, helping the uneducated, helping anyone who's there to listen. Forgive me for my voice. I'm a preacher by nature, so when I talk, I get excited, especially when I know I'm talking about something which I know I'm right. I can't help but not to be excited. It's not too late.
It's not.
Go and get a bag of your own survivor. Go and get your bag of your own killer whale. There's a woman, a mother, a queen mother behind all this, Queen Awini, who is training all these girls you see here. There's a powerful woman who is, to me, she's a mother of nations. I remember I was sick and I tried to buy my own Ethereum in order to purchase my. By that time, the bull run was running in a high speed. I didn't even know what to do, and the person said, "Oh, I tried buying for you, but I was only able." Lily, they said that your coins can only be free. You can only be able to get them in the next 5 days, because there are certain wallets when you buy, they hold first to make sure that your bank clears you. And she was waiting to help me to purchase. So I called her. I said, "Lady, don't wait for me." She said, "Are you okay?" I said, "No, I'm not okay." I thought I was avoiding to buy through my Coinbase because I knew Coinbase was going to hold my Ethereum for the next 7 days before I can move it into my Trust wallet to buy. And I sent it to my friend. And unfortunately, even her, where she bought, we still have to wait. So I'm going to lose this opportunity. The big person, I know the big whales are coming to buy. Let them buy. I've lost. And she said, "Queen Lilian," I said, "Yes. I've never met you in person, but I trust you. Give me your Ethereum wallet. I'm sending you your 2,000 to buy now. I'll even make it a little bit more so that the charges doesn't take from your 2,000. I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yes." I was shocked because in my life, most of the time I'm the one giving or borrowing people. Nobody's ever there to help me. This woman helped me obtain my bag of Bullrun, and she never even followed me to ask me when. And I remember when it came out, the money came out because she bought it. She didn't buy it at once. It came in and the other one remained. And I said that, "No, it's 1.8 which came in, but I'm giving her now so that she can see I'm serious. I meant it." So I sent to her, I said that the other money will come in 2 days money. This is what happened. And I showed her the screenshots. But I'm sending this 1,800 to you so that you can see I didn't lie to you. And I'm sending you the screenshot of our purchase of my Ethereum so that you can see we are not lying. I sent it to her. And she said that, "My queen, you didn't have to send me all that. All is well. Please don't bother to send the remaining 200. Bless someone also who wants to be blessed." And I did exactly that. I picked 2 of the people I know back home. I registered them. I bought them $100 BRL, because if somebody blessed me, I should also bless someone else. So why am I saying this? To tell you that the people behind here who are helping you, they are not hungry lion waiting there to cheat on you. No, they are there to sincerely help you with love and with patience. Thank you, Queen.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Queen Lilian. That was so inspiring. That was so encouraging because you see, like we normally say, our community, it's on a different level. And what you said about our developers, Queen Mother Wino and Mr. Steve, this it's true because you know that in the crypto industry, people, for you to just get basic knowledge or simple knowledge, you have to pay, you have to subscribe, and sometimes somebody, for them to just tell you that a token that is going to do well, which might not even do well, you have
Yeah.
to pay for that kind of information. And look at us as a community, we are getting all this free of charge. We have 3 days time, 3 times a week, educational sessions with Mr. Steve, and it's free. You don't need to subscribe or pay. We have every Friday and Sunday with Queen Mother on Zoom, and it's free. You don't have to pay or subscribe. You don't have to pay somebody to help you get something. So that is very true, Dr. Lillian. That is very true. We have amazing developers who have got very great big heart, and the fact that they want this to change everybody's life, or rather, let's say the people who will hope into it, because you see. When a prepared person meets an opportunity, they take advantage of it. And that is
Yeah.
what they've given to us. So thank you so much for sharing that. And also, Queen Lilian Black, I heard you mention about the coming bull cycle that is going to be so great. And you see, the only way that people are going to benefit from it, it's not by buying any other token and selling, buying and selling. It's when you're going to hold, because you see, somebody might have joined early, maybe the people who joined before Dr. Lillian here, and they bought a lot of BRLs, and some
Yeah.
of them sold. You see, so it's also about understanding the value of what you have, because if you might come in early. Queen Debbie, remember the other time when you talked about, it's not about joining early, it's about understanding what you're holding.
Yeah.
So the people who came in early, even before Dr. Lian, even before myself, before Queen Debbie, they bought a lot of BRL tokens.
Of
But you see,
course.
they're going to miss the wave. Why? Because they sold early. Why? They are not patient. They didn't have to they did not want to hold, or they didn't have the willingness to hold. So, and you see, for you to get rich or to be a partaker of the bull cycle, you have to, well, that is the only way. That is the only way, because you might have bought your tokens, BRL, Killer Whale Survivor, or any other token that you have, and then,
Patience. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You have to have the patience to
Mm.
go through it, because how else are you going to? How would have Queen Lilian appreciated the $4 if she didn't see the 90, the $1? You cannot
Oh,
appreciate something if you don't go through it. And just like we normally say, this is the future. So how are you going to benefit from the future if you're not patient to go through this
never.
time? You see. So it's also all about holding, and just like when Dr. Lillian saying, the coming bull cycle is going to be the biggest, because you see, she mentioned how companies are getting in. It's no longer just the retailers. The governments are in, and then now the bull cycle has overstayed. So you can just imagine what is coming. You see, that come before the storm. So it is really going to be great, and the only way to benefit from this is when you don't exit your position. When you normally say don't exit your position early, you're like, what are you talking about? But then I'm so
Yeah.
happy that Queen Lilian also talked about it. So you're not only hearing from Queen Debbie or myself, but you're also hearing from Queen Lilian, who has also talked about the same thing. You can't
Can I say
exit.
something there, Queen?
Yes,
Can I
go
say
ahead.
something there?
Please go ahead.
When it comes to one thing we forget, the reason the poor remain the poor is because whenever they get something, they want to spend. Once she buys a coin, let's say maybe for $1, and tomorrow she woke up, it's $2, they quickly trash it.
Yeah.
That's why they ever remain poor. But if we remember the testimony of Queen Awino, our mother,
Absolutely.
she talked of how they purchased this coin, Shiba Inu, by then for $1,000. And the morning they woke up of the bull run, it was 20,000. The few women she purchased with, they wanted to sell immediately because it was 20,000. And King Stephen told Queen Mother that, tell them not to. The following day they woke up, it was 50,000. King Stephen told them, it's just a beginning. Hold, hold, hold. She told them, but when she turns her back in, they said, oh, she's crazy. 50,000? When we only invested $1, they sold everything. She continued holding until it produces a lot of money, which we are not going to mention here on YouTube. So what am I saying? Patience. Remember, you did not only buy those things with 40 so that when it comes to $1, you dump it. If it was able to go to $1, it's able to go to $100. If it's able to go to $100, it's able to go to 1,000. And let me tell you something, if it's able to go to 1,000, it's able to go to 100,000. So
Absolutely.
use common sense,
Mm,
use wisdom.
yeah.
Even if you are able to hold out to bull run, and when you woke up, well, I'm not going to talk about the bull run coin because that one, only a fool will sell it. Whether now or later, only a fool will see it. Because you know it's going to generate for you a counter ever streaming USDC forever. It will be giving you, if you have hundreds of them, it will be giving you hundreds of USDC every month without you doing anything. I'm talking about the killer way. I'm talking about the survivor. Even if you wake up the bull run cycle and you look and survivor is $1, and let's just say you have 10 million of them. There's a saying in my language, they will say, "Tlogela go nna moitimokanyi." Stop overworking yourself. And I don't know how to explain it, but when somebody tells you umitimokanyi, you know that he has just taken you lower than the carpet itself. Meaning that you are one of those people, when you see something, you become overworked and overexcited and too sure of yourself for nothing. So when you wake up and you find that you have that is $1, I know we are hungry. I know that you have not been able to even have some of you, your children has not even managed to have an ice cream cup to themselves. If they had it, the four of them will be sharing it. I understand that. So when you wake up and you find that, oh, your killer whale now is $1 and you have 10 million of it. Africa, if you take, in my country, take 100,000 and you change it to $10, I mean to pullers, it's going to give you at least it's going to give you over $1 million. So at least take 500,000 and leave 9.5 million in there. That 500,000 will still be able to buy you a house, remain with enough change to buy a car and enjoy yourself. Don't throw everything away. And don't rush. It's just the beginning of the bull run. Give it 4 to 5 days. Continue watching and see how it is growing. Patience is very, very important. And we have a word in crypto, hold. In almost every platform, I don't care whether it's Shiba Inu or Ethereum or XRP or Solana, they speak one language, hold. These social creators, content creators and social media influencers, when they talk of hold, they are not just talking. I'm following people who are talking on XRP. I follow Zeus. They all speak the same language, hold. And these people have been there. All what they're doing, they are collecting more coins upon more coins, loading and loading. They have billions and billions of coins and trillions of coins, but no matter the coin move from $1 to $3, instead they will tell you that it's still affordable. They are still loading. Why? Those who are millionaires, sisters, they are those billionaires. They are fed up of being billionaires. They want to be trillionaires. Those who are millionaires, they want to be billionaires. They are even fighting to be trillionaires. Only you, who don't even have a balance in the bank, you are doing to improve your situation. Ignorance is not an excuse. No. This is the time for us as ladies, even with men. I've invited my nephews, my uncles, my brothers, my cousins here who are men. It's time for you to make a stand in your life. It's time for you to bring an everlasting change to your family. It's time for you to rewrite the history of your generation. I'm sharing this because I'm a lover of human race, and I'm a lover of peace. And I know only if we work together to change our finances, we can bring stability into our nations, into our family, and even the generations to come. Thank you, Queens. I think I've answered your question.
Wow, thank you so much. That was so detailed, and you said it right. It's time to accumulate right now. This is the time to accumulate. You know, if you have your Bullrun tokens and you've been thinking to add, this is the time. If you had Survivor Killer Whale and you're thinking to add, this is the time. Because you see, just like Lillian explained that it will come when you don't even know, like when you least expect it. So don't sleep on the chance. If you already know it, go deeper. There's no, she said ignorance is not an excuse. And even on it should even mean more on our ecosystem, because for us, we have constant educational sessions. We have consistent educational sessions. So you can't sit and say I didn't know. You can't sit and say I didn't know how to do it. I don't know how to go about it. I don't understand. There is no such terms in our community. So thank you so much, my queen. I'm going to give it back to Queen Debbie to go to the next.
Wow. Thank you so much, Queen Lilian. Africa is Africa. I lost my my electricity, so but anyway, we can continue. So I really love the way that's why we're doing crypto so that we stay away from all this. But I love the way you talk about patience, my queen. The way you explained patience or hold when it comes to cryptocurrency or when it comes to this industry. It's the power in this industry is in the holding. If you cannot hold, you cannot become a millionaire. You cannot make money in cryptocurrency. So I really like that. Thank you so much for elaborating, going deeper on that. That patience statement. I like it. So I just want to touch in one of the deepest question that I may take. I may ask you. This is gonna be personal, but I just want you to just summarize to us what it means for you one to be called financial free, or just to have financial freedom. What would you personally, on your personal level, what do you think the definition of financial freedom, as we are in this ecosystem, is in you are in the current, what it means for you to have financial freedom?
Oh, I don't even know where to start. To have financial freedom is to be able, for example, to see any doctor without having to wait to be referred to a specialist because your insurance your health insurance company can cover. When you have money, you have everything. Financial freedom is for you to be able to send your child to the best schools without having to worry about your pocket. Financial freedom is for you to be able to stop criticizing your president that, they eat money, to criticize your ministers, they eat money, while there's no money for them from the start to work with. The government is not for your president. The government is not for your minister. The government is for all of us. Absolutely. To stand up as rightful citizens and say, Mr. President, I have something to help in this field. What can we do to improve the lives of this kind of people? What can I do to improve our infrastructure? What can I do to improve the education? To be able to give something, not because you want to be seen on TV, no, not because you want to take a selfie with the president. That's not important. The word of God says that never let the right hand know what the left hand is giving. You are doing this out of the good heart because you know that the word of God says, to whom much is given, much is expected. To me, financial freedom means to be able to improve the life of my family
Yeah.
and the lives of the people of my country. Even the
Mhm.
way I am staying, I believe that financial freedom is not all about us to boast that I'm a billionaire or I'm a trillionaire. No. The word of God says that I'm a giver of a seed to the sower. He gave you that seed to sow because he believes in you. He believes that you will do the right thing. You will take care of the widows. You will take care of the orphans. There will be a time when we die and we stand in front of the Maker, and you have to answer what you did with what he gave you. Don't be fooled and think that you became rich out of your knowledge, out of your understanding. No. He put you at the right position at the right time. He all brought us here. He all brought you to come and listen to this video because he has faith in you. He believes in you. Financial freedoms to me means peace of mind. Thank you, Queens.
Wow, wow, wow. Golden words right there. And,
Peace
you
of
know, it
mind.
was but so deep. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for that beautiful definition. You said something, and you said that financial freedom is being able to do something without thinking. You see, going to the hospital without worrying about your insurance, living your life freely without having to cry with the president's name, which is something that is so common. You see, you'll be there and you're like, oh, my president, oh, why are you hungry? Why are you not going to school? It's the schools, the government, you see. But if you
Mm,
have the financial freedom, you will be able to it's actually, money is convenient, you see.
mm,
If you have money, you won't have to worry about anything, and that is what we are looking at. That is
mm,
what we are looking to achieve. And you see, if you have your financial freedom, you have time.
mm.
If you have financial freedom, you'll be able to have time not only for yourself but for your
Yeah,
family. You want to
true.
be able to, you see, the way, especially for women, you have a job, you have to go to work, you have to prepare your kids to go to school. When you come back in the evening, you have to cook for them. You don't even have time to bond with your family. But if
Yeah,
you have financial freedom, you'll have all the time you need to bond with your family. You'll have all the
yeah.
time you need for every other activity that you'd want to do with them. So thank you so much for that profound definition. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Mm.
Yeah,
You're
but
welcome.
before we wrap it up, let me just ask this. As a woman in this, now that you are in the crypto industry, you are in this space, you're in this ecosystem, you have seen what it can do, and expect, and your expectations, you see, because you can't just have expectations of something you don't know. You know what you're doing, just like you
Mm,
rightfully said.
mm.
So what legacy do you hope to leave in this space, especially for the women who look up to you, the women who have joined this space because of you, or the women who are even watching because of you? What legacy, or what would you want them to know? Because I'm so sure that there are some others who are watching us today and they have not made their decision yet, or they just want to know, what type of legacy would you want to leave in this space? Yeah.
First, I would like to tell them that crypto is not magic. Crypto is doable. Crypto is the future. Whether we like it or not, very soon, very, very soon, we'll be no longer using the fiat money. We'll all be using crypto.
Yeah.
This is your time to come in. When people still have time to educate you, there will be a time now when you want to come in, and the Queen Vals, the Queen Davies, the Dr. Lillians will be busy on a flight to some unknown island for vacation.
Yeah.
And it will be difficult for you because people are now enjoying the hard work. This is the time for you to come in.
Mm.
This is the time for you to say that I want to also own a space in crypto.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I'm not saying this only because I'm trying to bring you into Bullrun. I have lots of other coins, but among them all, I'll still say Bullrun ecosystem is the best.
Mm-hmm.
When you come and join here, the developer, when we say the developer, those who don't know crypto, we are talking about the owner, the person who created these coins. He has time to come and teach you. He has time to come and explain to you about the world of crypto, where it is from and where it is going, the future of crypto. He has time to educate to you every news which are when the Congress is there passing the bill. This gentleman will come and explain to you what does that bill means
Absolutely.
to the world as a whole, and what does it mean to the crypto holders, and what does it mean to us who hold the BRL, killer whale, and survivor. Imagine, I don't know, I'm just going to say it. We are not talking about poor guys. We are not talking about somebody who's interested in your $10. We are talking about multi-billionaires. Although they talk to us like we are the same, these people are stinking rich. They are rich beyond your imaginations, but yet they still want you to be as rich as them. They're still training you, teaching you. They still want you to be financially independent. And what I like about them, when you get to their education, they are not saying buy only BRL and what. They teach you about, they touch even about other coins, how good they are. When you hear King Stephen talking about Ethereum, blockchain Ethereum, you will think that he's the owner of that blockchain, yet he's not. He educates without jealous. He doesn't draw borders. Do yourself a favor. It's not too late. We had created time. I'm supposed to be working. I took time off to come and talk to you. And let me tell you something. I'm not paid to be talking. I lost my pay just to come and educate you because I believe in what I'm talking about. And I believe in you. That's why I've invited you. And the person who forwarded you this video or who invited you here is because they believe in you and they love you. They don't want to be left behind. Over to you, Queen Val.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Go ahead, my Queen Debbie. Go ahead.
Wow. I'm so touched, my queen. The way you created time for this ecosystem, it's just amazing because we want people to see what is going on in the crypto industry, to see also what's happening. I really want to thank you so much, my beautiful queen, for that. Just in the closing, I'm just going to allow you to say finally what word of encouragement would you want to give or to leave for our Bullrun ecosystem community?
I will not be doing justice if I don't thank certain individuals first. The first person I would like to thank is Queen Grace. We met in the platforms and we became friends through the platforms. And we never met physically. But when she heard of this opportunity, she did not only call me once, she called me twice. And she still create time. Sometimes we talk for over 2 hours just talking about this ecosystem. She's very passionate about this ecosystem. Without her, I wouldn't know. Maybe I was going to know about it too late. So I want to say a special thanks to her. And I would like to thank our king, King Stephen, the developer of this coin, for his education, that without his education, I wouldn't be able to stand here and talk with my little knowledge. And to say to him, keep doing what you are doing. There are people who appreciate what we are doing, and I believe there will still be more people to appreciate what we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would like to thank Queen Mother, Queen Awino. Lady, you have a heart of gold. You decided that you want to bless the women in the world. You wanted to improve their lives. And you are there for us. You can call Queen Mother and she will talk to you only when you ask her, what's the time there, Queen Mother? It's, oh, it's 3 a.m. Did I wake you up? Yes, my queen, but it's okay. Where do you get that?
No way.
We are talking about somebody who doesn't even, even if I give her $1 million, to her it will be as good as me giving you $100. But she still have time for us. She still appreciate us as individuals. When I was down and I was sick, she will call me, my queen, how are you doing? She will send me some videos to encourage me how I can get help. When my own people were relaxed, they said, oh, you said you were sick. I didn't know you're still sick. How were they going to know if they were not checking on me?
Yeah.
So what am I saying? We are blessed to be in this ecosystem with these great leaders. And you can still be a part of it. We are blessed to be able to learn more about crypto itself. When you come to attend King Stephen's meetings, they happen on X and on YouTube. He teaches extensively about crypto, about the economy, where the economy is coming from and where it's going. Like I've already touched about even the news. He will analyze the news for you to understand how do they affect you. It's not too late for you to be a part of that. I know, especially women, men are there in a certain group gossiping, talking about a person, talking how ugly this one is, how poor that one is, how her husband is cheating on them, how they are bullying their husband, how their husband ignores them. Get yourself away from those petty things. Go into a group where there's a meaning in life, where you will benefit something beyond gossip, where you will benefit financial freedom instead of petty talks. Ladies, we are better than that. Let's do something which our children and our generation to come, they can be proud of. And I'll leave you with a way to say that I love you. But one thing for sure I know is that Christ loves you the most. That's why he made it a point for you to be able to hear this news.
Wow, thank you so much, Queen Lillian. I just want to appreciate you so much for your time that you took to educate our queens and also our kings and the community at large. We appreciate you so much, even the time you have taken out of work. You know, that means a lot, and that's why I always say you are the powerhouse of our community, especially when it comes to women. You are a most powerful woman that we know in our ecosystem, that you so rooted in our ecosystem. I just want to appreciate you. I'll give it back to my queen, Val.
Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Lillian. That was and it was not just an interview, that was a masterclass, and we truly appreciate you. And we know that the community is walking away today empowered, and we are so glad that what we normally talk about here, what Queen Mother normally emphasize on today, we are so glad that the community or anybody watching us consistently gets to hear it from another person. So we're just going to go through the comments so that we can see what the queens are saying, what the community is saying today. So our first comment is from our developer, Mr. Steve. So this is just to back what our queen said. She said that our developers are very present individuals, and they are there for the community, and rightfully so. You can see here, Mr. Steve says that, happy Wednesday, Bullrun community. In today's session, Queen Debbie and Val will be hosting Queen Lilian Black, who will share with us our experience in the crypto industry so far. Let's all tune in. Thank you so much, Mr. Steve, for that wonderful comment. And thank you for always supporting us and the consistency you give, the education you give us, the information you give us consistently. And he goes ahead and says, thank you, Queen Lilian, Debbie, and Val, for sharing with us such insights we as a community can all learn and benefit from. Thank you so much, Mr. Steve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Queen Privy, Margaret Frank says, super excited to host this beautiful queen of our community. Let's all tune in 1 hour. That is our dearest Queen Debbie. And I know that I hope it was an amazing time for you, my queen, hosting our dear Queen Lilian. Queen Goleba says, let's educate, empower, and inspire beautiful queens in the powerhouse waiting to learn more. We hope that you learned more so much, Queen Goleba. Thank you for tuning in. Queen Mother Caroline says, greetings, survivor ladies of the Bullrun community. Wow. I am looking forward to a great session today. Thank you all for your commitment. Thank you so much, Queen Mother Caroline, for tuning in, and thank you for such wonderful comment. We really appreciate you. Queen Basi says, be blessed, Queens Lily, Debbie, and Val. So excited. Thank you so much, Queen Basi, for tuning in. Queen Mother Caroline says, again, it was a pleasure seeing Queen Lilian Black. Thank you so much for the comment. Thank you so much, Queen Mother Caroline. RNK says, absolute pleasure seeing you, Auntie Lillian. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is, I believe it's your nephew or your niece. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was so wonderful. And we hope that you learned a lot more from the session today. A Flourish Tagbo says, wow, nice one. And RNK says again, amazing journey. And we have our Queen Mother Awino. She says, greetings to all the the amazing Bullrun farm. We are looking forward to a great session with our beautiful queens, Debbie, Val, and the awesome Queen, Dr. Lillian Black. Empowered women, empower women. Absolutely, absolutely. And you see, Queen Mother Awino has really empowered us here, and that's why we have this platform today. And you see now, like she has said, empower women, empower women. And today we have Queen Dr. Lillian Black here, and she's also empowering other people. So it's a cycle that continues. You can't just sit with this hub of information. So we really appreciate you, Queen Mother. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for always supporting us. Thank you for teaching us. And thank you for supporting us in this session today. We hope that this session was an amazing one for you, and you also learned from us today. Thank you so much, Mom. White W says terrific. RNK says, ladies looking beautiful. Thank you all for this. Thank you to RNK for tuning in. Queen Merenia says, greetings, Bullrun community. Greetings to you too, Queen Merenia. Thank you for tuning in. Connie says, wow, Queen Lilian, I'm enjoying this. The way you explained this ecosystem is really interesting. Thank you so much, Queen Connie. Thank you for the comment. That is great. Queen Bassi says, wow, this is awesome, sweet sis Lily. Yeah, these all comments are for our dearest queen, and thank you all for the comments. Queen Kelly says, awesome. And then we have Queen Luisa Kalenga says, greetings, Bullrun family. Happy to be joining this session again. Queen Lilian Black, you have experienced it and you are saying it exactly as it is. Thank you so much, Queen Luisa. And Queen Flourish says, Dr. Lily, I'm so proud seeing you explain this ecosystem very well. Yeah, you did an amazing job, Queen Dr. Lilian. Thank you so much, Queen Flourish. Queen Juma Cynthia says, hello, Queens. The Bullrun community is consistently setting the pace in terms of educating its community members. This session is an indication of the representation from all the community members. Absolutely, Queen Cynthia, well said. Absolutely. Queen Flourish goes ahead and says, wow, I'm now more interested in joining the Bullrun community. Welcome, welcome, Queen
Wow.
Flourish.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome, Queen Flourish.
Yeah, you should. You're missing out. You're missing out, and you don't want you to miss more. You see, so you have to start your journey today. Yeah. G says this is great. And he says, points, who are you moving with also? Who you are running to? Absolutely. And then he says again, in this world you are ever learning. Absolutely, you learn every day. You can't say that you know it all. You keep on learning every day. Thank you so much. Queen Flori says, so true, who you follow matters a lot. Thank you, our beautiful Queen Lilian. Absolutely, absolutely, you can't just follow people blindly. And yeah, Queen G says, points, be careful who shares your business too. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, Queen Barb says, hello, Buran community with our beautiful queens, Val and Debbie, welcoming our Queen, Dr. Lillian Black. Thank you so much, Queen Barb, for the comment. That was so amazing. We hope that this was what you expected and more, the session. And G goes ahead and says, if you're the only one rich in your community, it means you are poor because the community will ruin your life down to acute poverty. Absolutely. Even in the family, in the family, if you're the only one who has it, you're going to have to bear that. But
Yeah.
if you empower different people, then you now have a circle that you can all depend on each other. So that point is very true. Yeah. Thank you so much, G, for the comment. Ernest says, thank you so much, my queens, for the wonderful session. To Dr. Lillian Black, thank you so much for the insights. Thank you so much for tuning in, Ernest. We really appreciate you. Flourish says, thanks, Queen Lily, by your brilliant explanation of crypto. You have really opened our eyes. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian. Aloshi Pal says, awesome information. Thanks a lot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. RNK says, Queen Lily, you officially earned your crown in crypto wisdom. Thanks for breaking it down so well. Our minds are blown, as it should be, as it should be. Thank you so much, RNK. Queen Flourish says, our beautiful queens, Val and Debbie, thank you so much. God bless you for this wake-up call. Absolutely, that is what we hope to do every day in these sessions, because you see, we learn every day, and every information becomes new every day. If you have that willingness to learn, then you can really benefit a lot. So we hope that you're really going. This is like the sign you needed, Queen Flourish, to start your crypto journey. Thank you so much. DK is saying, what will be your advice to an investor who is looking to getting a lump sum to maybe sort basic needs like buying a house and still needs the USDC income? Okay, this is the question. What would be your advice to an investor who is looking to getting a lump sum to maybe sort basic needs like buying a house and still needs the USDC income?
the advice will be for you to invest in BRL. The BRL coin is the only one so far I know which can manage to help you to get USDC while your investment is still intact without touching it. So if you really want to change your life, go for BRL. We can send you a link to go into the Zoom where these two beautiful ladies will be able to help you. If you don't even have, let's say maybe you don't have a wallet, they will teach you how to set your wallet and we will take it from there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Queen Lilian. Now you see, Queen DK. I hope you got your answer, right? BRL is the one you're looking for. So because you still be earning USDC, just like Queen Lilian Black explained. So BRL is your answer. BRL is your answer. Yeah. So Queen Debbie, maybe you want to add something on that?
No, not really. I think Queen Lillian has said it all because BRL is the only token that gives you yields for your staking. So which means the USDC they come from your staking. So you need to get the BRL tokens. Then after that, you'll be getting your USDC as a reward of those token. This token, you can now buy your basic needs, buy houses, whatever you want, and not touching your BRL as an investment. So yeah, it's more like a reward of your investment. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for elaborating more on that. Yeah. Queen Goleba is saying, yo, I'm becoming emotionally Queen Lily. Thank you so much, Queen Goleba. That was so, yeah, that was so touching because Dr. Lillian really explained it so well. Thank you for your comment, Queen Goleba. And Queen Cynthia Hunja is saying, thank you so much, Queens. BRL ecosystem is our road to financial freedom and empowerment. You know, one thing that Queen Dr. Lillian said is that she's speaking about this not because she is paid or not because she wants something in return. It's because she understands it and she knows what she's talking about. And you see, when you understand what you're talking about, then you become confident. So this is what I'm just seeing Queen Cynthia also portraying down here. You see, she says BRL ecosystem is our road to financial freedom and empowerment. Because you see, when you stake, last week we talked about how to become your own bank. How will you be achieving that? Only by staking. You see, because when you stake, you're not only earning perpetual income. You see, it's USDC, not any other token. You're not getting BRL, you're not getting ETH, you're getting a stable coin, which is USDC. So, and you see, USDC, this is something that you can live off from without having to sell your tokens. So just to back what Queen Cynthia has written, BRL ecosystem is our road to financial freedom and empowerment. Thank you so much, Queen Cynthia, for your comment. Flourish says, wow, Dr. Lily, you are truly an encourager. Absolutely, absolutely. If you are listening here today and you do not feel encouraged, check check on that. Yeah. Queen Patricia is saying, thank you, Queen Lilian. We rock the cradles. Now we are here to rock the financial system and dive into the cryptocurrency industry. Absolutely. Well said, Queen Patricia. And then Queen Mother Caroline is saying, I have been educated, informed, and inspired. This was a powerful session. Job well done, Survivor Queens. Job well done. Thank you so much, Queen Mother Caroline. This comment is what we needed to hear. And thank you for your
Yeah.
comment. We really appreciate it. Jonah Awa is saying, nice one. Thank you so much. Queen Patricia says financial freedom equals peace of mind. Absolutely. If you have the financial freedom, then you know you have the peace of mind because you have time, you can do anything you want without being dictated, without being told what to do here and there or bossed around. G says this is an eye-opener. Absolutely. Queen Patricia says money equals convenience. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you have money, you have all the convenience you need. Queen Mother Caroline says, you are correct, Queen Lillian. Financial freedom gives you peace of mind. Well said, Queen. Absolutely. You see, if you have money, you have everything, really, because you can use money to solve your problems, right? That is true. G says crypto is doable. Yeah, if you really understand what you're doing, you do it.
Mm.
Queen Patricia says crypto is not magic of crypto is not magic of witchcraft. It is the real thing and it's the future. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Crypto is the future, you know. And then Queen Shinoga says, thank you, Queen Lilian, for encouraging us. True, when finances are sound, you have the peace of mind. Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm.
RNK says, thank you to Queen Grace, King Stephen, and Queen Mother Awino. Thank you so much, RNK. We really appreciate you. Our Queen Mother goes ahead and says, thank you so much, Queen Lillian, for taking the time to come and educate and empower our Bullrun farm. Special thanks to our amazing hosts, Queen Debbie and Val, for your dedication and commitment. Thank you so much, Queen Mother. We really appreciate
Mhm.
you for always guiding us
Yeah.
consistently, and you are literally holding our hands through this journey. Embarking on a financial freedom journey is not an easy task, but if you have people around you who cheer you with sane mind and all that, you can really achieve it. And that is who Queen Mother is to us. So thank you so much, Queen Mother. Queen Flourish says, may God bless you, beautiful queens, for opening our eyes on how to make money without stress and making noise. Absolutely. It's high time for your money to work for you,
Yeah.
right? And mm, Queen Mother Caroline says, our developers, Queen Awino and King Steve, are the best leaders you will ever see. They are committed, dedicated, and their goals is to help people to experience financial freedom.
True.
Absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. Um, Kebo says, great presentation. Thank you so much, Queen Kebao. Queen Mirena says, wow, what a session. We have really been empowered, educated, and inspired. Thank you, Dr. Lillian Black, Queen Debbie, and Queen Val. Thank you so much, Queen Mirenia. Thank you so much. Uh, Okay, so thank you so much, community, for such wonderful comments. We really appreciate you, and thank you for tuning in. So before we wrap it up, I'm going to give it back to my Queen Debbie, and to also if she wants to add something. Go ahead, my Queen.
Okay. We just want to thank the community for attending, for tuning in. Thank you for your support. With special thanks to our beautiful Queen Mother Awino and our brother Steve, who is always giving us this space to come and discuss, and also have our community guest, our beautiful Queen Lilian Black. I love hearing from Queen Lilian Black. When she was quiet, I was like, what happened? She's so powerful. She's somebody who is so full of knowledge, and who is have power to share with people, and who is so inspirational. She speaks with a lot of knowledge, and with a lot of power, to just convince somebody. I don't, if I wasn't in crypto today, I was just going to start today. So Queen Lilian, we always want you here as a community. We love you, and we always want to hear from you, because you give us encouragement. You are such a person who gives us fire, who is so amazing. So thank you so much for your dedication to the community, and to the community, the Botswana community. I also see you in the group. You are so fired up with Queen Grace. You guys, you're doing amazing and amazing. So continue to do this, Queens, and we are always fired up. We just want to
Thank
honor
you for
you.
having
Thank
me
you so
too.
much.
Thank you for having me. This platform, this ecosystem has given us a lifetime opportunity. And to be honest, I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Mm.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, my queen. So back to you, my queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Lillian, for creating time to come out and educate us and inspire us, and above all, empower us, not just as a community, but also as women in this industry. It's time for us to take charge of our financial lives, and if you want the financial freedom, you have to go for it. And the Bullrun.life ecosystem has out this platform so well for us, because if you want to achieve something, we're not only focused on one coin, we are diversifying, and that's why we have Bullrun, we have Killer Whale, we have Survivor. So you're getting much from every corner. So, and you see, survivor token is specifically dedicated to women. So you see, our ecosystem is also big on women empowerment. So as women, as we close this session today, women, we're really talking to you, that this is the time to wake up. Queen Lilian said it so well. We started from somewhere, from barter trades to fiat, and then now it's moving. So, and if you don't align with it, you're going to be forced to join it. And you see, when you're now forced to join it, it will now be too late. So take this opportunity and use it. And you see, just like Mr. Steve usually says that, even the right decision will be wrong if the time is not correct. You see, so Bitcoin came and left. It had its time. You see, Ethereum is well and good, but you see, in this space, getting in early is like the, can I say, the deal maker, right? Sometimes you get in early, but in wrong projects. So you also have to know what you're getting into. So we hope that this session has been nothing but inspiring. And like we always say, we are not here to advise people on financial issues. We're only here to share. We're only here to inspire one another, to educate one another, right? So we hope that this session was nothing but all of those to you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your wonderful comments. And once again, thank you, Queen Dr. Lillian. And to my
Thank you.
beautiful sister, thank you, Queen Debbie, for always hosting these sessions. It's always a pleasure to host these sessions with you. Thank you so much, community. Until next week, bye. And remember, tomorrow is Thursday. We have our developer on YouTube. So look out for the links and see you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.